subbing for Addie today and next week for Yoga in the Park. We are in part, we were brought to you in part by Florida Blue. There we go. And I think, when we start into this practice today, a lot of things that Addie says are definitely true, right? Take everything at your own pace. Everything is a suggestion. Anything that feels bad, don't do it. Maybe back down. And really make this about just connecting with your body outside in the park in this kind of balmy December weather. I guess to start off, let's go ahead and lay it on our backs. Get the music started, and we'll kick things off. Sounds good. Okay. So take a minute just to take an inventory of where you're at right now. You've had a whole day before you got here. You've had most of a year before you got here with me today. So just take a moment to kind of let that all sort of fall away. Maybe drawing your attention to the sounds around you. It could be the music, it could be the mic. Maybe you're paying attention to the sounds of the cars and the traffic meeting you. Maybe you can hear conversations. Maybe you can smell the restaurant just down the way. Allow all those sensations to meet you where you're at right now on your mat in the park. Start to draw your attention to your breath. Maybe you just start off paying attention to the temperature of the tip of your nose. Maybe a cool inhale, a warm exhale. Maybe you take one hand to your chest and one to your belly. And start to feel the change of the volume of your torso as you inhale and exhale. Letting yourself find a little bit more depth in that breath. Noticing how it changes the shape of your body against the mat. Noticing how it changes the shape of your body in the container of your hands. The next couple of minutes, we're going to take a guided breath together. It's a two-part breath. We'll take 2 breaths as you speak up, and then it'll be a breath in parts to your belly, and then to your chest, and then expelling all that air out. So together, we're going to take a few inhales. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to inhale into the belly. Pause to the chest. And pause. And exhale, expelling all of that air. Again, belly. Pause and chest, and pause, and expel all that air. This time, into the belly, pause in the chest, and pause, and this time, let yourself sigh it out. Make an audible noise. Ha. Go ahead and return to your normal breath. This time, as you exhale, just let yourself sigh. You can make some noise. Just a bunch of people in the park, making audible exhales. Go ahead and on your next inhale, stretch your arms overhead, point your toes, full body stretch. Maybe chest comes up off the mat. And as you exhale, pull the knees into the chest, hugging them tight in. Over your next couple of inhales and exhales, just squeezing the knees in and backing off with your inhale. Exhale, squeeze the knees. And exhale, backing off. Squeeze. And let go. And squeeze. And let go. Go ahead and take each knee into its respective hand and start to bring your knees into circles away from each other. These could be small. These could be big. Just taking care to note any points of tightness, looseness. Go ahead and reverse those circles if you haven't already. Back to center. Go ahead and float your legs out to about a 90-degree angle. You can put both of your arms on either side of your torso to offer a little bit of support. You're going to drop both your legs over to the right side at a 45-degree angle. Like you're going to do a twist, but don't let it fall all the way. Go ahead and exhale as you press the low back into the mat. Come back up through center. Over to the left. Inhale. And exhale through center. Inhale, left, and back to center. Inhale to the side, and exhale back to center. And this time, as you come over to the side, go ahead and let your legs fall to the ground. Simple twist. Go ahead and ground both of your shoulders into the floor, the ground. Maybe you look out over the opposite shoulder, your left. Maybe your right hand comes on top of that knee and offers just a little bit of weight. Not to push, but just to offer a little bit of something else. Go ahead and start to bring that left arm up and over so that you're lying completely on your side, kind of like you're in a fetal position. And start to bring your top arm into big circles around you. So tracing big circles on the ground if you can. Finding a lot of space across that shoulder joint. After you've done about 3 or 4 of those, go ahead and reverse them. Up and over, down across the front of the body. You can stack everything back in front of you, so palms, knees, hands, front. You can stay in that fetal position. You're going to go ahead and bend both your elbows. Maybe they reach the sides of your head. And keeping your knees stacked, you want to open up the top of your body, right? So that elbow comes out, and out, in, you inhale, you exhale, you inhale, you exhale. Go ahead and roll back from center. Over to your other side. So, taking that simple twist first, right? Keeping those knees stacked, shoulders grounded, looking out over the left shoulder, or pardon me, right shoulder. Maybe the left hand comes up on top of that right knee to offer a little bit of weight. Breathing into that right side body. Finding a lot of space, expansion across that side of the rib cage. Go ahead and bring the top arm over to meet the bottom arm so that you're kind of in that fetal position again. You're going to bring that top arm into big, wide circles, trying to trace along the ground if you can. If you find any places that give you a little bit of extra grief, maybe spend a moment there. Right? Just to try to find some expansion across the shoulder. If you've done maybe 3 or 4 of those, feel free to reverse them. We're going to bring everything back to center, letting the palms meet. Holding the arms in so that you have the hands at the side of the head, laying on your side, in that fetal position. You're going to open that top arm up, opening the chest to the sky, and close it on your exhale. Inhale, open up, and exhale, close. Inhale, open up, exhale, close, and inhale, open up, and exhale, close. Go ahead and roll back onto your back. This time, taking your hands, weaving them into a basket behind your head. You're going to think about taking your elbows to meet your knees. So your knees will come up off the mat as your elbows come to meet them. And everything back down. Just a little crunch. Exhale, everything comes up to meet. Bring it back down. Exhale, everything comes up. And everything's back down. And everything comes up. And everything's back down. This time we're going to take opposite knee to opposite elbow. This time your right elbow to your left knee. And down. Left to right. And down. Right to left. And down. Left to right. Keep going. Keep going. And this is our last one. Go and let everything back down, long on the mat. Legs and arms stretch out long. Big inhale. And exhale as you gather everything back in, knees into chest. Go ahead and roll over onto your right side, and we are going to find our way over to a tabletop position. Take your time. So, right over here, thinking about stacking shoulders over the wrists, taking a moment to feel your hips over your knees, thinking a little bit about your spine too, right? So you don't want to be sinking into it, you don't want to be pushing too hard. You want to find kind of like a neutral middle space. And we're going to take our full upper body in big circles around the wrists, just to warm up the wrists. Big, expansive circles. Keeping that belly button to the spine, trying not to encourage too much movement, except for the shoulder and the wrist. After you take a few of these, go ahead and reverse it. Taking yourself into some passive cow. So dropping the belly, raising the hips and the head up to the sky. And exhale as you press the spine through your shoulder blades. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Coming back to neutral. And you let your hips kind of drop side to side, looking out over the opposite way. You might find a stretch across the side of the body. You might feel it in the hip joint. Go ahead and come back to center. We're going to take our rib cage in full circle. So dropping the rib cage down, over to the left, up to the sky, and over to the right. And you have no permission to really get into this pelvic dust. You might want to bend your elbows if you're going through it. You may want to rock it forward and back. There's no wrong answer. If you've been taking one direction, go ahead and reverse that direction. center, and push it back to a child's pose. Think about dropping that head towards the mat. You can keep knees together or wide. This will offer some different sensations. Maybe you gently rock your forehead side to side. Drop it down, and switch. Drop it down, and switch. So we'll drop this down, and we're going to bring that left arm out, right leg. We're going to crunch it underneath us. So exhale. Inhale, bring it out long. And exhale to crunch it back in. Inhale long. And crunch. And inhale long, and crunch. If you come out long this last time, go ahead and place everything back down. Let's switch to the other side. Just right arm, left leg. And exhale, crunch. Inhale, push out. Exhale, crunch. Long. Exhale, crunch. Long. Just one more. Crunch. Place everything back down. Start to walk your hands out like one palm print further in front of you. You're going to take these extended cat and cows, so looking forward, dropping your chest, coming through the arms. As you exhale, sending the hips back to your child's pose. Inhale forward to that up dog, and exhale, send the hips back. Coming forward, inhale, and exhale back. Inhale forward, and exhale back. Good, and come back to that tabletop. So when you reach the right leg out long behind us, really put the place under. Give yourself a couple of rocks back and forth. Lift that leg up. Bring it out to the side like a dog on a fire hydrant. See if you can sweep it up towards the top. So here we are in a slow lunge. Maybe start to come up, off your hands. Maybe use the balance. Maybe arms fly up. Take a moment here to explore kind of what's going on across your pelvis, right? You may, if you've been sitting all day, need a little bit of release from that front of the left hip. So maybe a little bit of gentle gliding forward and back is good. Go ahead and weave those hands into a basket again. Bring it behind your head. And see if you can bring your elbows wide. This is a bit of a balance challenge. Maybe you can turn over to your right. And back to your center. And over to your left. And back to your center. Release those arms back up to the sky. Bring them down to bring your foot. Walk yourself back into a half split. Just being gentle and below handstand. Taking a couple breaths here. A little bit forward. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale forward, walking up, and exhale, sending the hips back. Next This time we're going to come forward, we're going to come up and stay up. Hands will press together towards the center. And you're going to twist back over towards the right. Try to use the muscles of your abdomen. Maybe you can take that left elbow, hook it on the outside of everything. If this feels comfortable to you, maybe you open up a little bit. Making sure that you're breathing. This is not a very easy place to breathe in. And bring back your hips in. And push your elbow. Take your thumb. Place your hands back on the mat. And maybe you can swing that right leg back behind you. Next side, left leg can go long. Maybe you tuck the toes under on the mat. Give yourself a couple of back and forth rocks. Go ahead and lift that leg up. You get to that fire hydrant bar, and maybe you can swing it. We're going to come up off the hands to a low lunge. Maybe hands are here. You can raise up to the sky. Take a minute to honor whatever you need. And invitation to offer that gentle kind of like muscular flossing motion. Finding a little bit of openness across the front of the right hip. Place your hands back down and start to walk them back into your half chair. Now you feel very different from your first side. Just take note. Deep breath here. Let's walk back forward. We're going to find that same flow that we were in before. So, exhale, step them back. Focus forward to the lunge. Exhale, half split. And forward to the lunge. And exhale, half split. And this time, when we come forward, we stay up. Weave our hands into the basket again. And turn over to the left side, keeping those elbows as wide as you can. Think about hugging the thighs together. And back to center. Come up and into prayer. Back down to the center. Maybe you can start to twist. If this feels easy, maybe you can hook that arm on the outside of the left. Maybe you just drop that right arm down to the mat and open up the top of it. Choose your adventure. There's no wrong answer. Taking care to breathe here. If you had taken the prayer version, you may have felt it. Go ahead and bring your hands back to prayer. Back to center, and put that elbow. You can drop your hands maybe on the inside of that left foot and swing that from the side. Here we are. And right here. Let's do another couple of those extended cat cows so I can come a little bit further forward. Inhaling, dropping the pelvis, and exhale, sending it back behind us, child's pose. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Inhale forward, and exhale back. Go ahead and tuck your toes under. Start to send your hips high into your downward facing dog. Take a moment here just to check in. Maybe you need to walk the dog, pedal to the feet. About pressing through the palms. Sometimes I like to walk my legs out a little bit wider than the mat. Give it a try, see how it feels. Sometimes it offers just a little bit of a different perspective on the hamstring. So So we're going to do a little bit of a practice vinyasa together. So if you chose to do the wide-legged downward dog, bring them back together. You're going to inhale forward to your plank. You're going to drop your knees. And keeping those elbows tight to your sides, you're going to bring your chest down. Inhaling for a baby cobra. And exhale as you press through the hands, come up through the knees, tabletop, tucking through the toes to your downward dog. So that's a modification of a vinyasa. If I ever say vinyasa, you can always do that. You can always abstain, right? You don't have to do every vinyasa. You can go downward dog where you are now, wherever your child does not like. But when you meet in this downward facing dog, inhaling, right leg comes up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale as you start to maybe walk it up towards the front of the mat between your hands. You're getting ready for runner's lunge. Maybe you feel comfortable starting to walk your hands up on top of your knees. Maybe you feel comfortable flying hands up to the sky. Take a few breaths here just to kind of get in touch with where your pelvis is, right? Make sure that everything's facing forward. Grass is squishy. You got the rib cage coming around. Go ahead and bring your hands and twist over towards your right. And back to the same. Hands come up. As you exhale, hands come down. Around that front foot. Front foot comes to the back. And you take a vinyasa of your choosing. So that could be dropping your knees, dropping your chest. Exhale. Inhale to your back leg of choice. And back up into your down. Taking a moment here just to pedal through. Left leg comes up to the sky, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring it forward. Maybe you kind of wiggle waggle it up between your hands. Be ready for your runner's lunge. And up, using your knee for stability if you'd like. Hands come up if you feel comfortable. And again, just paying attention where your hips, there's your rib cage. Hands come to her chin and twist over to the left. And back to the center. Hands come up. Hands come down. So now we're going to take another vinyasa. Okay? So if you start to feel pretty labor intensive, you can always opt out. Nose your down dog, nose your side dog. Back up to your down dog. Take just a moment to pedal out here. This time, right leg comes up. Right leg comes through. Sometimes it takes a couple of steps to get there. Coming into that runner's lunge, you can drop your back heel at about a 45-degree angle, so that's a little bit more stable. Hands come up. And as you exhale, hands come towards the center. Take that twist away. Maybe you start to hinge forward at the hips. Maybe you can get that elbow on the other side of your knee. Maybe you drop that hand all the way down, opening the chest up to the sky. Take a good breathe. Go ahead and bring that top arm down. Bring that foot, bring that front foot to the back. Take a vinyasa of your feet. Inhaling for your back bend and exhaling into your down dog. Left leg comes up. Left leg wiggle waggle through. Inhaling as you come up. take just a moment here before we transition into that twist. Hands come into heart center. Twisting over to the left. Maybe start to hinge forward. Maybe you can find that lock around the knee. Maybe you choose to bring the right arm down to the mat. Opening up the chest to the side, and not reaching long up to the sky with our top arm. Pulling your arms back down to bring that foot. You're going to bring that front foot to the back. Whatever vinyasa you're choosing. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhale as you transition to the down dog. Maybe you drop your knees, sit in child's pose for just a moment, grab a quick drink of water, take a quick restorative moment for yourself. So whenever you're ready, we're going to meet back in that downward position. Tucking the toes, pick up the high diagonal. Right leg comes up, and right leg comes through. Maybe you drop that back heel as you sweep up to that warrior one. Hands through heart center as you exhale. Maybe you hinge forward. Find kind of the twist that you're choosing. It could be this prayer twist. It could go all the way down to the mat. Whatever feels good in your body right now. If we take that prayer twist, you have the option to open up the arms up. And back to heart center. Back up into that warrior one. And bring everything back down as you come through vinyasa. Pressing down, exhale. Marching up, inhale. And pressing back through down dog. Left leg comes up. Left leg comes through. Getting steady on those legs, you just press through them, up your warrior one. You exhale, hands press together. Start to twist over to the side. And maybe choosing to hook that elbow around the knee. Maybe choosing to take everything down to the mat. To bring everything back up. Warrior one. Exhale, as you front load everything down through your feet. Down. Inhale for your back bend. And exhale to your back bend. Start to walk your feet up towards the top of your mat. Could be little baby steps. Could be a big jump. And start to walk your feet a little bit farther apart than hip width distance. Maybe you let your head hang. Maybe you hold on to opposite elbows. Maybe you let yourself sway in a ragdoll shape. To bend through your knees and slow your sway. As you start to roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. As you come to stand completely up, maybe you walk your feet in just a little bit, inhaling the arms up to the sky. And exhale, the arms sweep down, hinging at the hips, coming into a forward fold. Maybe you inhale for halfway, and exhale back down. And then you reverse that swan dive, coming all the way up. And arms come down. And inhale. Exhale, dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, dive. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Now this next time, when you dive down, we're going to stay down there for a bit. So just so you know, inhaling. Exhale, dive. Inhale for half lift. And exhale, stay in forward fold. You're going to find your right hand maybe up against a shin or a thigh, maybe in the ground. You're going to bend into the right leg as you start to open up the left side of the body to the side of the mat. So just another twist, but in a slightly different shape. Thinking about the long spine, right? So sometimes the ground is too far away, you need the shin to help out. Go ahead and drop that top arm down. Switch over to the other side. So left hand finds grounding against the earth, maybe your shin, maybe a thigh. As the right arm comes up to the side. Start to bring that back down. And bend through both knees as you roll up through the spine over the right side. Take a minute here. Maybe you close your eyes, maybe you bring it to a soft focus, but just pay attention to the parts of your foot that are in contact with the floor. Some people like to think about it as like a tripod, the ball of the foot, the small toe and heel. See if you can find both tripods in your spine. Maybe you start to rock it forward and back, just to get a sense of what real estate you're working with. Maybe start to roll to the outside of the foot and the inside of the foot. Maybe you bring it forward and back, outside and inside. Forward, back, and outside and inside. Again, forward, back, outside. Inside and find stillness. Notice if there's anything shift with your knee. Maybe you reach your toes out long and section up into your mat. Swinging over to your left leg, so you start to get light on your right leg as that knee starts to float up. Your hands can stay at your sides, palms shining forward. Sometimes this is in better stability with hand placement. You can plug them up. It's really up to you. Choose your own adventure. If you feel like that's available to you, you can start to twist over to the right side. Maybe catch up in something behind you. Maybe you take that left